Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, Jai Shri Mankar. So, before I start my story, I would say that the grit which I have, the determination which I have, directly comes from my parents. I still remember the day when I was lying at the hospital the day after my accident, and I was waiting for my parents to come. And when my dad saw me, the first thing which he said was, "चिंता मत कर बेटा, हम दोनों तुम्हारे हाथी तो हैं और हमेशा रहेंगे." तो वहाँ से मुझे फील हुआ कि नहीं, अभी लाइफ में कुछ नहीं खोया है, बहुत कुछ पाना है, इनके लिए करना है और करके दिखाना है. Now going back to my story, first let's introduce to who I was before the accident, how I was as a kid. So in short, if I have to say how I was a pretty active kid. I was an all-rounder. I was doing everything which a kid can do. I was in sports, I was in music, I was involved in everything. And when this accident happened, the first thing which I thought is how I would survive, how I would go back to the life which I had. And yeah, things started messing up in my mind. But after seeing my parents are not willing to give up, that gave me strength. And I decided, not now, not tomorrow, but surely one day I'll go back to the life which I had, and I will prove my thoughts wrong, myself wrong. And yeah, I'm here right now. And finally, I can say that I have my life back. And not now, but one day for sure after the recovery. Now, starting with how this happened. So this was in 2016, and I was in Pune. I was traveling from Pune to Mumbai, and I boarded a train from Chinchwad station, and the train was too crowded, so I decided to stand at the gate, and that turns out to be the worst mistake of my life, you can say. And just when the train started to proceed, and there was another train coming from on a different, just nearby track. When it just reaches me, it blew horn, and with that horn I lost my balance. I lost conscious for a second, and I fell in front of the train. And before I could realize anything, the train rushed over me, and yeah, I was not in the senses to do anything about it. After the train passed me, and I was all there, all alone. So the first thing which I did there, I stand up, I looked at myself, and my right, I still remember my right hand was just laying in front of my eyes, and my left hand was dangling by skin. And yeah, the scene was shocking, but I said, okay, let's first get off the track and lay down somewhere. Someone will surely come to help me. And so that 10-15 minutes felt like eternity of time. And I waited. My whole 18 years of life, I can see whole my life in front of me in that 10-15 minutes of time. And I waited, but I didn't see anyone coming. So what I did, I stand up again. I started walking towards the station, so to seek help. And I saw a policeman there, and I started screaming like, "Help, help, help!" And when he saw me, he was shocked. He don't know how to react, so he first started running towards me, and then I realized, okay, so someone is coming. And then I sat down and waited for the ambulance to come. So I yeah, that's how it happened. I stayed there in Pune hospital for like 25 days. All the amputations were done. I realized my both hands were gone. Uh, I thought they will do something to reattach. I mean, I didn't know if it was possible or not, but yeah, I thought first, but it was not possible. And yeah, so the next day my parents came and they gave me strength, and you I and you know what, I realized I need to start doing things right now only. So the day after my parents came, I asked them for my phone, like give me my phone. I need to do something about it, and they gave me phone. I'm practicing using my phone with my feet, so that I can be independent as far as I can, but I wanted to be independent. So I started using my phone. I on the hospital only, on the hospital bed only. And after that, I started getting up from the bed by myself. I started walking. I started doing some exercises in the hospital only. So everyone around me was giving me strength and asking me like everything will going to be okay. And yeah, so that's how the things went. So after I reached back my place back in Indore, so yeah, first week was very difficult for me because all the relatives, all the friends was coming to meet me, and I don't wanted to meet anyone at that point. And yeah, but just sitting at home was not my thing. And what I decided is I need to go back in the outside world. I cannot be at home forever. And that's when I asked my dad, like, let's visit college once and let's see how things can work out. So me, my dad, and my one of my relative, we went to the college and asked authorities there how can we proceed from here. And I was fortunate enough that they say why not you just come to college, do your studies like you used to do, like not worry about the notes, but do your things from your mind, and when it comes to exams we'll figure out how things will go from there. And then I started going to college with the help of my friends. My college friends were very helpful. They never judged me on my on my disability, you can say. At that time they always encouraged me. They always make me feel like I'm just like them, and they helped me with my daily shoots. They also brought me lunch, extra lunch for me. And yeah, so how I did gave my exam, so the authorities give me a separate room, and they also gave me a writer. So the things at first started. It at first feel difficult, but as I started completing every semester, it I felt more comfortable in that, and just semester by semester, and things went on. And once I finished my graduation, uh, I got the opportunity to interview for an IT company called, you must all be aware of, TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. And when I gave my interview there, they were so happy, they were so inspired by me. I still remember the words of my interview. They were like, you should definitely join TCS. You will be, we would love to have you. And that's when I decided my first company is definitely going to be TCS. I joined TCS. At first the location which I got was Pune again. And that's when I asked authorities there, like, can I get a transfer to Indore only, so that for my own convenience to stay with my parents. And again they were very helpful. they agreed. I stayed back in Indore. I started going to my office, and you know what? The friends or the colleagues which I got in TCS, I would say those are not colleagues. Those are my closest friends which I have ever got. They are still with me. You won't believe my at the time of my admission, they all, I mean, the closest one, they all come here. Everyone was very far away from here, but they all came to see me. And I'm very. It would be least to say that instead of colleagues, I got my family, extended family, and yeah, I started my career with them, and after I spent few years working in TCS, that's when I got to know like this hand transplant is a thing. And when I first read about hand transplant, I was like, I'm definitely going to get it. This is what I was waiting for. And just when I read about it, I tried to contact Gleneagles Hospital and tried to book an appointment with Dr. Nilesh himself. And so I got his appointment. I got on a call, and sir first I introduced myself, and sir was like, definitely you should come visit us, and we'll see how things will go. And at first I was a bit hesitant because I was in my own self doubt, like if I visit and if my body is not susceptible to this, what I mean, my dreams will just crash down. So that was the first thought, and that's when my closest friend, I would like to name them because they were the reason I they pushed me to go visit and meet Dr. Nilesh sir. My closest friend Neha and my school friend, long back friend Yash, and they said like we'll come with you and let's come and visit sir. And that's when it was November 22. That's when I meet Dr. Nilesh, and so did his inspection on me, and he said he suggested me hand transplant surgery, and he said it is definitely possible. That's when you can say my eyes lit up, and I was full of hopes again. And that's when I got to know like how I'll need to prepare myself, how I will need to do things to make sure this transplant gets successful. And after doing all the things that is necessary, I registered for the hand transplant in last year in July. And I was fortunate enough to that I got matching donor in less than 6 months of time. I mean, I would like to mention like this is definitely, you can say, a miracle, because finding a donor is just like how Nilesh mentioned, is very tough. It's very rare nowadays, because the awareness of organ donation is needs to be shared across. And this is one thing that I would like to tell you all, how important the organ donation is, because the time period, the waiting time is killing. I mean, the waiting time is like you have done everything. Now you are just waiting. And it's not like the people are not aware, but you only know the importance of how important this hand transplant is. I mean, this organ donation is when either you or someone very close to you are waiting for the organ. And today I would like to mention that I am pledging myself for the organ donation. Whatever I can, I will be doing. And I would like to ask everyone in this room to do the same, please. You won't know how things will go, but you will definitely giving happiness to the person receiving your organs after you are no longer present. And I would like to on this note, I would like to thank the donor who gave me this gift. I will be forever grateful to him and his family, and I'll cherish the gift he gave me for forever. And now coming back to the transplant itself. So first few days were very scary when I got the hands. It was very scary, but things started getting back to normal once I saw my parents again from distance. I started getting my confidence back. Like, yeah, yes, finally it's happening, and it's done. Now it's time to recover myself back. And once I'm shifted to ward, and once I have started seeing them more regularly, I started feeling more comfortable. And now when I'm discharged from the hospital, I'm getting comfortable day by day, and I started doing some movements as well on my hands, and I'm feeling like yes, this is what I've been waiting for, and this is already done. And it's just that I need to give myself, I need to recover, rehabilitate, give proper attention to medications, and surely one day I'll be back to the active Hritik which I was. And yeah, that was it. That is my story. And one more thing, I know the journey which has started on August 2nd, 2016 from Pune to Mumbai has finally completed today. I am in Mumbai. Thank you very much.